Welcome back. This is part 2 for Salvation, Unit 8, and we are working on page 106. If you would please take out your student book and turn to page 106. We'll continue that lesson. So this is reading a chart and understanding a chart. It is also vocabulary and pronunciation. So we're going to reread what it was that we did in the last little segment. Occupational projections and worker characteristics. Could you say that, please? Good. Together, occupational projections and worker characteristics. The first column, the occupation. Second column, everyone, job openings due to growth and replacements. Also, these numbers are what? Numbers in thousands. And who creates these? That's right. It's the federal government that creates these. It says source, BLS, gov, /employment, /EP table. So we know that the federal government is the one that is compiling these statistics. Okay, the next column, percent employment change from 2014 to 2024. What does it say? Good. Next, typical education needed for entry. What does it say? Okay, so let's see what is going on in the first category, which is, everyone, automotive service technicians and, excuse me, allergies, mechanics. What is it? Automotive service technicians and mechanics. How many job openings? 237,000 during that 10-year span. The percentage of employment change, 5.3%. Typical education needed to do that kind of a job, post-secondary technical non-degree award. What is it? So post-secondary, so that means after high school. And technical means you are going to be learning things that are obviously technical, as opposed to studying things like geography, history, social studies, economics, literature. And it is a non-degree award. So you're not getting a degree, but you are getting an education and you are learning how to do things, and you'll probably get a certificate that tells you that you have completed the class and that you have passed the class. The next, dental hygienists. Together, dental hygienists. So the job opening projection is 70,000. And the percent employment change was 18.6%. And what kind of a degree do you need? You need that's right, associate's degree. What is it? Associate's degree. So an associate's degree is a 2-year degree. Next, food service managers. Good. What is it? Food service managers. So job openings due to growth and replacement is 77,000. And the percent employment change is 5.1%. And Typical education needed for entry. Right. High school diploma or equivalent. So what is the little word that you think is part of the word equivalent? That's right. Equal. Equal, equivalent. So it is equal to a high school, you would need a high school diploma. So something that would be equal to that would be passing the GED. Next, medical assistants. Together, medical assistants. So here the job openings will be how many? 262,000. And the change of employment is 23.5%. So here we're going from automotive mechanics, dental hygienists, food service managers into the medical field. And what do you need to become a medical assistant? Post-secondary technical non-degree. What is it? Good. Together, post-secondary technical non-degree. So you may be interested in doing this, you may not be, but maybe your child is, or a friend, or a relative. So these are terms that you should be able to read and pronounce quickly and easily. So what is it going to be? Post-secondary technical non-degree. Next, retail salesperson. What is the increase here? 1,917,000. Change 6.8%. Typical education needed for entry, no formal education, educational credential. So what is a credential? Credential is proof that you are able to do something, that you have training to do something. It's either going to be in the form of a certificate or a degree. So no formal educational credentials are needed for this particular job occupation. And last, veterinary technologists and technicians. Job openings, 274,000. Percentage of increase, 18.7%. And what is it that you need? An associate's degree. So this is not the veterinarian because that's a medical degree, which you have to go to medical school and do a residency, which takes anywhere from 4 to 7 years. But this is just technologists and technicians, so this would be a technical job. And for that, you would need an associate's degree. And how many years did we say that would be? That's right. An associate's degree is 2 years of college. A, read the questions, look at the chart, and fill in the answer. Number 1, reading out loud, please. Which statement is not true about the jobs in the chart? One requires an associate's degree. One requires a bachelor's degree. One requires technical training. There will be more jobs in 2024 than in 2018. So, 2 require an associate's degree. So that can't be A. 1 requires a bachelor's degree. So it doesn't say anything about that. 1 requires technical training. That is true. Number 3, D, there will be more jobs in 2024 than in 2018. Is that true? Yes. So which one is the one that is not true? That's right. One requires a bachelor degree. Next, which occupations will have the largest percent increase in growth from 2014 to 2024? One, automotive service technicians and retail salesperson. Well, that growth looks kind of slow there. Next, veterinary technologists and technicians and medical assistants. Well, that looks like a very high jump there, so that's a possibility. Next, food service managers and dental hygienists. So between those two, there's still less than veterinary technologists, technicians, and medical assistants. Okay, letter D, retail salespersons and medical assistants. Okay, so the medical assistants brings that up high, but the retail salesperson brings that down. So what is the answer going to be? B, veterinary technologists and technicians and medical assistants. I hope you're reading along with me. What is it? Veterinary technologists and technicians and medical assistants. Okay, number 3. What is the growth in number of jobs from 2014 to 2024 for dental hygienists? So it's almost 20%, isn't it? So it's going to be A, the growth number is 70, B, 700, C, 7,000, or D, 70,000. Yes, they said this was in thousands, so it's going to be 70,000 D. Number 4, what is included in this chart? A, salary information for certain jobs. Anything about that? No. B, information about the decline of certain occupations. No decline. They're all changing for the positive. C, information about the amount of education necessary for certain jobs. Yes, it does do that. D, amount of work experience necessary for certain jobs. No, it doesn't give any information about that, so the correct answer is C. Okay. Solve the problem. Give your opinion. Everyone, Alex has been working in a fast food restaurant for over a year. He works as a busser, cashier, and cook. He would like to be a restaurant manager someday, but that requires a high school diploma or equivalent. He dropped out of high school after 2 years. What should he do? I hope you're beginning with he should. Yes, I hope you're saying that he should get his high school diploma, and one way to do that is a GED program so that it's much faster, but you still learn the basic information because it's very difficult to get a middle level managing job without a high school education. You need that piece of paper in your hand. Okay, so go to page 107. I want to do that is that I want to start reviewing things here and then continue on in the next segment. Okay, Page 107. Grammar connections. Present continuous and present perfect continuous. So in the little left-hand side peach, use the present continuous to talk about an activity that is happening at the moment of speaking. My classmate is writing in her book right now. We've talked about this. If it's happening right now, ing and the helper, or ing and the auxiliary. What is the auxiliary or the helper in this sentence? That's right, is. And the actual verb itself is write, and they've changed write to writing, adding ing. That's the way you're going to be able to tell what it is that you mean. On the other side, use the present perfect continuous to talk about an activity that started in the past and continues to the present. The example, I've been writing emails for 2 hours. So the ing shows you that the activity is continuous, but it is not happening now. It was happening in the past. You started in the past, and it's continuing up until now. You need the word have. This is something that I've found in compositions that is sometimes very tricky and very difficult for students to figure out when to use. It's confused because of the past tense. It is confusing because of the past tense. But remember, the past tense is something that started in the past but stopped right away. It does not continue. It does not continue into the present. And very often, it is also present continuous. Yeah. Happening now, ing, and the helper. I am writing. The verb is write. It's happening now, ing, and the helper. If the verb ends in E, you're going to drop the E and add the suffix to create writing. Ing and the helper. Happening now. Present continuous. If something happened, if this is now and something happened in the past, but continues happening, you still need the ing to show that it is continuing and happening in a continual way, but you need to use have or has, which is the perfect. So now you have a combination of continuing and the perfect. I have been writing emails for 2 hours. It says work in a group, play the game. Write your name on a spot. We can't do that. So we've done that in the classroom before. Let's just try to read through. Choose someone in the classroom. What is he or she wearing? So I want you to tell me what I am wearing. Beginning of a sentence, capital letter. Subject, you. Verb, wear. If I say, what am I wearing? You're going to say, you are wearing a sweater. Ing and the helper. This shows that it's happening now. Did I come in wearing it and I'm still wearing it up until now? That's the perfect. You have been wearing your sweater all morning. What is it? You have been wearing your sweater all morning. This is the perfect using have. See you next time.